And let's delete this box as well. The line tool. This will be a tool that you use quite a bit when you're creating designs that need horizontal or vertical rules. Don't confuse this with the pen tool, because this will not create a closed shape. Just because you draw a line here, a line here, a line here, and a line here, this shape is not closed. If you try and select all that and do a fill on it, notice that it already has blue, but there is no blue showing. The only way to draw a path is to use the pen tool and then click to close to make sure that you have a complete line around it. Getting back to the line tool. With the line tool, you can draw any pitch line, that means any angle, line you wish, in a straight direction. But if you wish to do a horizontal line, hold the Shift key down and drag it to the right or left. That will create a perfectly horizontal line. The same is true for vertical, by dragging it up or down, holding the Shift key. Then, if you wish a perfect 45-degree angle, you'll need to drag and hold the Shift key down and make sure you're dragging in a relatively diagonal position at 45 degrees. Then you may change the style of the line, the weight of the line. Notice that is up here. If for some reason this bar is not showing, that is the control bar. If you don't have the control bar, excuse me, click on the stroke window, and you may then change the styles here. This is also a good window to use because it gives you end and beginning arrowheads that you may apply to your lines. And you may also do a gap color, which is more or less like highlighting the line. And then you may change it. And to reposition the angle of a line, you simply use your direct select tool and then click on the end point and drag the end point that you've chosen to a different location. Finally, let me delete a lot of these extra elements. Finally, the frame tool and the polygon tool. The frame tools are for importing pictures. You draw a rectangular frame, elliptical frame, or a polygon frame. And the polygon frame will allow you to do starburst frame. So let's just start with the rectangular frame right now. If you need to place a picture in there, you simply go to File, Place, and let us go to Desktop, and I think I have a photo of Isabel. Now you notice you only see part of the picture, so we'll go to Object, Fitting, Fit Content to Frame. Now, I know this, you would probably not notice this yourself, but this has actually made the photo a little bit squeezed. So if you're trying to fit content and not have it change its proportion, either its width or height, go to the fourth option, Fit Content Proportionally. Now notice how it shrunk the picture just a little bit. And now the picture is in its proper proportion. This is very important, especially with portraits of individuals, because nobody wants to be either too fat or too thin. They want to look like themselves. I guess people might like to be thin, so you could do a little bit of that. But anyway, that's how you get a photo into the frame. And then you may also go to Fit Frame to Content, and that will take any extra space out of the picture box so that you have exactly the frame size you need. The same is true as far as placing text. If you have a text file, which you may wish to do your biography as a text file in, say, Microsoft Word in the next example, and then you'll bring it in by placing it in a text box. So let's draw a text box, and we'll go to File, Place, and you may do a text only, or you may also do a Word doc. Let's see if I can't find one. Actually, let's just go to Biography, and so if you wish to place text, you simply create a text box. Then you go to So if you wish to create or place text, you just simply create a text box, and then go to the same location, File, Place, and then you will go to the location of a text file or a Word file. Doc will work fine. And then it will place the text from the text or document into that. So again, that will be in the next example. We'll work mainly on that. But pictures and text, it's the same command. File, Place. The polygon tool, again, they create shapes, but they are not designated as a text or picture frame box initially. But if you draw one and then bring in a picture or text, it changes that content selector. We'll talk more about rotate and scale, also about the scissors tool in later examples. But this concludes the ID primer for the toolbar.